All right, what's going on, everyone? This is Julian with Heritage, and we are back with another little short video. But we just wanted to show you guys the truck we just picked up. This is a 2019 Freightliner Cascadia. This was a day cab, so if you've seen our other videos, basically we buy day cabs and we get them stretched out, converted to roll-off trucks. So this is a 2019 Freightliner Cascadia. This one is an automatic. This is like the second truck that I say it's for me, so I buy automatics just because, you know, always doing other things. But the Pete was the first truck I said was going to be for me. This one, I said maybe I'll give it another shot. But as it turns out, that's never the case. It's hard for me to be in a truck, and it's going to another driver. So that's kind of the trend here. I buy a truck, say it's for me, and then I give it to a driver. The only thing is my drivers hate automatics. They don't like automatics. They prefer a 10, 13, 18 speed. That's what they're used to. And I don't know, it's almost like checking their man card or something like that. I have no idea.
Manual.
Why?
I don't want to sit there and twiddle my thumbs going down the road. I like to shift them gears.
Yeah.
But like I said, 2019 Cascadia, we just got it back. We had some modifications that we did to it, and we literally just picked this thing up yesterday. So right off the bat, we added a leaf to the front. What that does is it increases the height on the front. That way we don't rip off this front bumper as we're going in and out of the landfill. Obviously, if you guys have been to the landfill, on wherever you drive, typically in the middle, it kind of heaps over, and that's what ends up ripping off your front bumper. So we lift it up. Later on today, our buddy Jesse from Riverside Mobile Tire will show up and get us our Hankook tires. We always use the Hankook AM09s. They're basically used on concrete trucks. They're pretty beefy, really strong, durable tires to run up in the front. So we'll get these Bridgestone swapped out for that. As we make our way towards the back or midsection, we had a bigger toolbox, so we opted for a smaller one and a basket to put our tarp in. We'll end up putting some mesh behind here so we can use it as additional storage, but basically keeping the tarp on the side prevents it from going inside or even filling up this toolbox. Obviously, we're dealing with a bunch of trash, a bunch of random shit, so we don't want that inside the truck, on the seat, anything like that. So that's why we opt to put a little mesh basket out here. Now, this whole system was put together by our good friends over at ENC Manufacturing. Obviously, they make our containers. They're right down the road from us here in San Bernardino, but they do build trucks, and they build a lot of CNG trucks as well. So yeah, they basically put this whole system together kind of as we make our way. This is kind of like a West Coast. It's not a Galbreath system. It's not a Galfab. This is obviously put together out here on the West Coast. But basically, these trucks are pretty standard for us. There's 36-inch rails, nothing super fancy. The only thing we like to put is lights, little flashers on the side so we get a little bit more visibility. And then just in case we want to run the doubles trailer, we add air lines to the back and a pintle. Yeah, right now we have a lowboy loaded up. We're gonna just do a quick swap for one of the contractors here locally. Actually, it's only about 4 miles, but before we do that, we have to get this thing aligned. Since we did lift up the front, it kind of messes with it a little bit. The steering wheel is a little bit crooked, so we're waiting for our alignment guy, and he's mobile, so he'll come out here and kind of fix everything up, make sure that the steering wheel's tracking straight and all that good stuff. But I guess one thing that would be nice, but obviously it's an additional cost, would be the polymer like fenders. That way you don't get a bunch of splash going up, but these do pretty well. It's just the cheapest way to go about it. All right, so basically, we don't go super flashy with these trucks. These are work trucks. We're not spending like we did with the Pete, you know, $256,000. I could have bought a couple of trucks for that, and that Pete is really nice, but I bought it because I thought it was going to be for me. And yeah, so obviously, if I knew if I would have known it wasn't for me, I wouldn't have bought that truck. Freightliner Cascadias do a really good job for us out here on the West Coast. They turn on a dime. It's like driving a Honda, really. They just do really well for us. And they can pick up all our loads. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I mean, shit, we did a 20-ton load for us. And there's no booster axle on these. And yeah, let's see. And if you guys haven't realized our trend, not that we're trying to start this trend here, but bought a white truck was the first one. Then we bought the black truck. Then we bought a white truck. Then we bought a black truck. Then we bought another white truck. And now we're back to a black truck. So it's just the way it happens, I guess. So not that we're planning it, but it's just the way it's going. Why did I buy this truck? Well, right now we have our drivers, they all work 60 plus hours a week. And my thought process is bring another driver on and offset that overtime payroll, because overtime is killing me. Because yeah, each driver putting about 20 hours of overtime a week times 5 drivers definitely adds up. Yeah, so we just hired another driver and we thought he was going to help offset the hours, but in reality, we just increased them because now he's working those 60 hours a week too. We've been pretty blessed with work, I would say. March 2026 was the busiest month we've ever had in like heritage history for us. So obviously over the last 5.5 years, that was the busiest month. Basically, yeah, it was crazy. So basically it was all hands on deck. It was everyone doing their part, and then we're just getting ready for fire season right now. So fire season for us typically starts in May. So right now we've been prepping, we've been getting everything ready for fire season. If you guys don't know, we are one of the waste haulers for CAL FIRE in the U.S. Forestry Service. So with that, it demands a lot. It's not just, oh, let's go take a dumpster. No, it's really time consuming. It's every fire camp needs 10 dumpsters, and a lot of fires will triangulate a fire camp. Sorry, every fire gets triangulated, so you might have 2 to 3 fire camps on one fire, and then if each one has, let's say 10 dumpsters, that's 30 dumpsters you're dumping a day, which is very time consuming. So that's why we run the doubles. That's why we get this ready to be able to run a doubles trailer. That's why last year we were running the dually with a flatbed trailer with a 40 on it, driving up and down the mountain, because it's just all hands on deck really during fire season. And if we could have ran a 40-foot flatbed, we would have ran it up and down the hill, but the entry into that fire camp was pretty low and we would have bottomed out. So that's why we didn't run a 40-foot trailer. Let's see what else. All right, and if you guys are wondering what motors we typically get on these trucks, on a Cascadia, you're typically getting a DD13, typically about 450 horsepower, which is more than enough power for what we do. It doesn't bog down in the little hills that we drive. It doesn't bog down at the landfills. It's a perfect motor for what we do. So DD13, if we don't get a DD13, we'll try to go Cummins with an L9. Typically those are pushing out about 350 horsepower, a little bit more. But even our little truck, our non-CDL truck, has a Cummins motor. It's the 6.7, and that truck does really well. Obviously we use it as a delivery truck, but that's just a solid motor. This truck is fully ready to go now on the road. It's licensed, it's insured, it's ready to go. And we'll end up seeing what driver takes it. So also, this is what our drivers wear. So we ended up doing this about 6 or 7 months ago. Drivers were walking in. Sometimes they wouldn't wear their heritage shirt, and it was really freaking bothering me. When they're out there, they're representing the business. They're representing everything that we've done. So it was important for me to get them all looking the same. So we went with Prudential, a local company here for us, and we ended up getting them all uniforms, whether it's long sleeves or short sleeves. Obviously it has their name on them and just says Heritage on the side. That way, and we've told them, if you're not wearing this, don't show up to work. Go home and grab it. So I guess if they want to take a day off, that's the easiest way to take a day off. But yeah, so it's just cleaner. It's better. It's a better image for the business. And then every Friday, their uniforms get picked up and new ones get dropped off, ready to go for the next week. And they're not having to take them home and do laundry anymore. So I'm sure their significant others are appreciative of that. And then for Jose and I, we got some coveralls. We get underneath the trucks and we get greasy. So instead of getting my pants all dirty all the time or shirts and just tossing them, now we just literally throw them in there and they take care of the laundry for us, which is really nice. But yeah, other than that, like I said, pretty standard truck, nothing fancy, nothing crazy. It's not a super heavy duty truck. The only thing I was saying is these trucks, obviously, so you don't snap the frame, you have to get them double walled. This one's double walled and sleeved. Right where they make that initial cut, they put a sleeve over it to make it really strong. So this is a Barasa Mobile truck, trailer, and wheel balance. Basically, he's gonna do an alignment for us, get it all dialed in, and yeah, get ready to go here. All right, guys, so the alignment is done. We are good to go. Wheels are tracking straight, steering wheel is on par. And yeah, we're just gonna go take this, do a quick swap here in Moreno Valley, come back, grab a 20, and then literally do a delivery right down the street. And then we gotta go to our office in Corona. Then I gotta go to Victorville. And yeah, it's a busy day for us. I'm just trying to do a couple things to help the guys out here locally. That way they can keep doing what they're doing and not have to worry about this exchange or delivery. Oh, and then I got a little pickup here right down the street as well. So yeah, anything helps. So the guys are super busy. They've all been working 6 days a week, 12-hour days. And yeah, it's quite stressful. So yeah, other than that, hope you guys like this little video, and we'll bring you guys along to see the pickup part of it. So